Today we're going to talk about empaths again, because it's one of my favorite topics. So let's start with what is an empath? An empath is someone who is highly attuned to someone else's energies and emotions. Empaths are said to feel what others feel on such a deep level that a lot of them actually take on the energies and emotions of others. And empaths don't just feel deeply, they feel deeply. Signs that you may be a sensitive empath. When others cry, you cry. You're also an insanely good listener. Like you hold space like a pro for other people. You may treat animals better than people, and you may prefer to be around animals over people. You absorb other people's energies easily. Here's an example of that. So think about like you go out to coffee with somebody, and at the end of that experience, at the end of that coffee date, you're like, wow, I feel really drained. I feel tired. I could actually go home and take a nap, which is weird because I just hung out with a friend, so that really should give me energy, and then I just drank coffee. So like, or if you have that person who's always coming to you because you solve their problems and for some reason they just don't know how to live life, and so therefore they can't ever answer their own things. They have to come to you all the time and you're always there. Yes, you are, because you almost feel guilty for not being there. Empaths are like a moth to a flame. Empaths are like obsessed with red flags. Red flags are their thing. That's a red flag. Hey, come back, let me save you. Sound familiar, ladies? Empaths are the fixers. We fix things. We fix people. We think we can fix, but that's... Empaths are highly sensitive to news and other types of forms of media. Let me give you an example, okay? I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday and I saw like, you know, it's like the real life scuba diver, human remains rescuing people. And so immediately I was like, oh, all eyes on you. You got it, guy. You got it. You can do this. And like, obviously, like the mom shows up on scene and I'm like a hot fucking mess, okay? And then at the end of all of this, it was a commercial for a window breaker. But I didn't know that. I was too busy feeling for everybody. Empaths also typically find themselves in careers of service to others. Whether or not you think you like people, here you are, helping them. Empaths love hard, and they also get heartbroken very freaking easy. Whether they actually show you that they have that strong emotion or not, it doesn't matter. They feel so deeply. Empaths are also seen as people pleasers. Empaths actually need more self-care than the typical person. They need this extra self-care for their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Physically, what takes a hit for empaths typically is the chest, and it's going to be in the stomach. So we're going to talk about these for just a second. As an empath, you lead with your heart. You have such a big heart. But because you take so much on and you carry not only your stuff, you're also carrying a lot of other people's things. This shows up physically in our physical body. So over time, that energy of the emotions start to manifest into the physical. That actually represents as your vertebrae coming out of alignment a little bit between the T4 and T8. So your upper middle back, that part that's always a problem, and it's literally like right here, and you're always trying to pop it back into place. That's what that is. So notice anytime that you have allergies or you get sick, if it goes straight to your chest every time, big indicator for empaths. Now let's address the solar plexus, which is your self-worth. The solar plexus depletes really easily for empaths because the line between helping others and people pleasing for self-worth, that line gets blurred very quickly. And that's harder to catch on to when you realize you've made a lifestyle out of it. This feeds in to the GI tract. So food sensitivities and dysfunctions of GI dysregulation type stuff, keep an eye on that. Empaths have an energy about them that literally is like a glowworm. Other people who don't have your helpful, gentle, loving nature energy are going to have a few different reactions. Sometimes people don't like it and they want to dim your light because they're assholes like that. Other times people get mad and jealous because they think that you're trying to be better than everyone. Oh, look at her, always helping everyone else. The tougher people like to call them pushovers. Have you ever heard this one before? God, you worry so much about other people. Why do you always feel bad for other people? Mind your own business. Don't forget, water is super important to empaths. Water cuts the connection that you feel to everybody else, so you're only left feeling your own energy. So, baths, hot tubs, swimming pools, hot springs, oceans, lakes, you know who you are. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful for some of you. If you're an empath, I'm an empath, I see you. We got this. Oh, and for those of you who are going to go in the comments and be like, there's different kinds of empaths. Yes, I know, there are. But at the end of the day, empath is a title that says you are feeling on so many different levels what other people feel. Everything else really is kind of like adding psychic stuff to it. Empathy could definitely be seen as a psychic ability. And just like every other psychic ability, they're not always super awesome. You have to learn how to control it. You have to learn how to live with it and how to make it work for you and not against you.